So as far as we know, we have already just added these 4 references that are actually the ones that are being used, because the other 5 ones are actually in gray. That means that they are not being used or not being called directly. Inside of it, we just have the transaction regeneration, we have the external command, and these settings. Not too much to review at this point because we're just starting, but as soon as we're getting deeper, I will explain what does this means, right? So once we have it, as far as we know, we already have our file like this. Just need to be careful on here because specifically within the Revit API, it's gonna copy local always. So if we do a build, it's gonna pull all the references, and we don't want to be duplicating files, so we can just leave it as a reference. And then we can go for a build solution. We can see that when the build is started, it's reading that everything is on shape, that everything will work properly. And now it says we have succeeded. It says now that assisted AI completions of the code. We're just going to enable it so that it will work better. Just closing that one. And our next step is to review how does the code work. So for doing that, next step, we're going to open Revit. This is going to be our place and space. And we can go for the external version of our AddInManager. The one I share you is a little old, but it's going to be good enough for us to work. We need to go for the load button. Load, it's going to look for the repos. We want to go for our RIP API course. Inside of it, we have a bin. Inside of it, since it's coded x64, or depending if it's just a debug, we will have there our DLL that it's Revit API _ course. This file is holding all the things we have already done so far, so we can just click it. It will show here that Revit API course test is being pulled upon, so we can read it. And the next thing we can do is we're just going to go and click run. It's showing us a message that says running a script with an OK button. We just said OK, and as far as we know, it's running. So that is making the script run. So what happens if we want to know specifically how does this circle of creating functions and reading them are going to be working properly? So what we can do is we can go for the number of line we want to review. It's going to stop there. So that means that everything that is done before is going to happen. And after that one is just going to be stopped within that red dot. And for it to be connected, we just need to do something else. We need to go to the debug option, and on the debug we have an option that is called attach to process. The attach to process option is going to allow us to see all the processes we have already running on the computer. In this case, I'm running Revit-KHE. I do the attachment, and the next thing we're going to look at is that this one has already changed the main menu so that it's not initiated. It's having the diagnostic session. If I go back to Revit, I will have here a hot reload with select elements, visual tree, etc. And then we can just run it directly from the Revit AddInManager. At this point, it's reading the message. It's showing me here the stop. And within the stop is showing me what it has. It has so far a command. It has the elements and the things happening in between. So this is going to be a standard process. Each time we're coding, we go coding a little, then we stop, we run it, debug, and we can check what's happening within the things we're reading or how do we create them. That way, I believe it's easier for us to get into shape of things to be created, create libraries, create other things, and make this one be very useful and playful.